Okay guys, I think this is going to be better for you guys than for me. This is the first video with a new camera and a tripod, so you won't have me shaking plus bad video to look at. This is a video that goes out to SALNT1185. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's SALNT1185. Check him out. He doesn't really have any videos up yet, but he seems like a pretty cool kid, and he's starting to get into reptiles, looks like. He asked me to do a video on my adult rack, I think it was. But I'm going to overview all the racks, mostly the adult rack, 41 quart. This is an HD, guys, by the way, so hopefully it helps you out. Alright, so what we have here is a 10 tub rack. I'll try to zoom in. From my ball pythons, it's a 41 quart. That's my ladder. I really like it. It saved me a lot of money just building it myself, and it wasn't hard to do at all. So here's what we got. You need 8 sheets. I'm going to give you dimensions and stuff of what you need. 8 sheets of 4x8 pegboard. And as you can see, not only the side, up and down, has pegboard, but also right underneath and on top of every tub. Okay. And so it's primarily made out of pegboard. So you need 4x8 sheets of pegboard. You need 8 of those. Now, I believe, let me see, maybe you only need 4. This isn't going to be exactly right, I'm trying, because I also made this rack right here, okay, which is a 28 quart, so that might have been total, I'm not exactly sure, but, so you'll probably be fine with 4 sheets. And you want to cut those in 3 foot by 18 inch sizes. So you can either have Lowe's cut them or Home Depot, or you can cut them yourself, and those will be the pieces that are actually going to go right, like underneath the tubs, you know, and that's where they're going to go. And on the side it's a different dimension, but you're going to cut them 3 foot by 18 inches, and then you're also going to need 1x2s in 3 foot lengths. And that's what you see, try to point to it, right on the side, right there of each setup, of each level. And what you do is you screw those into the pieces of pegboard with 1 1/4 inch screws. So 1x2s cut at 3 foot lengths. I'm not sure exactly how many, let's see, you got 10, 2, or maybe this is 12 high. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a 12 high rack. Sorry, guys. If you're doing a 12 high rack, you need 24 of those 1x2s cut to 3 foot lengths. If you're doing a 10 high, you only need 20. Okay. You also need, let's see, 6 80-inch long 2x4s. Now, you probably can make it do with 4 if you're doing a 10 high. If you're doing a 12 high, I'd recommend getting 6. Reason is, down on the bottom, I don't know how well we're going to be able to see this, guys. Bear with me here. Down on the bottom, you'll see a brace right there. And it's my humidifier, but you'll see a brace that goes across the bottom, and there's one in the back. That's just for support. And what that does is it keeps it pretty sturdy. I mean, the rack's real sturdy, it doesn't move much. So that's extra pieces you'll need to cut, so that's why you might need a little extra 2x4s. Also, you need 4 2x2s, and that is also at the bottom. and I'm not sure exactly what the length is or whatever. I might here on my paper, but I don't have very detailed. I'm sorry, I'm just giving you the basics. If you look on YouTube, there's a guy, his YouTube name is MorphMart. He's a lot of cool ball pythons, and on there he does a real detailed, I believe he does a detailed version of the dimensions and everything. This is just a rough from when I built it. You're going to need 2-inch screws to tie in the 2x4s to all the 1x2s, and you're going to need 1 1/4-inch screws to tie in the pegboard to the 1x2s. And then for the base, it's made out of 2x2s. I have here, it's measured, let's see, 3 foot. You want to cut the pieces 2 at 3 foot, and 2 of them at 15 and 1/8 inch. That way you can put 2 in the center and then 2 long ways, if you guys can think about that. It makes the bottom real sturdy. And you want to build it from top, you basically want to build it upside down. Start at the top and you want to build up. I know it sounds weird, but it's the easiest way to do it. So that's the quick rundown. I'm actually running out of battery, so we'll kind of cut it close to here, but that's what the rack looks like. I have it on I have a Herpstat 2 up there, and that runs that rack, and this rack over here, which you're kind of up against, so it's hard to see, but that's this one. Okay, but yeah, and let's see what else. That's pretty much the basics. If you guys have any questions, you can of course send me a message, whatever. I'm going to do a separate video on my breeding season. It's going real well, getting some good locks, and on my collection I've updated a little bit, give a video on that. Trying to think what else we got here. Oh, it's also handy to have some, well, of course you're going to need heat tape. I used 11-inch belly heat on all these racks. That's what I like personally. You can do back if you want. I just like belly heat. What else? Clamps. Clamps come in handy when you're putting together the pegboard to the 1x2s. You can set like 2 clamps. They're like quick release clamps. And you can set those on there. You can get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, 20 bucks max probably. I think that's what mine were. And that helps to keep it secure while you're screwing it down. It's a quick point that from MorphMart, Mike at MorphMart gave me that idea. Looks like that's about it, guys. The pegboard comes in different kinds. I personally bought the just basic kind. It has holes in it all the way back. Mike at MorphMart, he does it so that he has white on one side and then holes on the other, and that way it's smoother. But I find that this stuff is really smooth too, and the snakes haven't had one problem being in there, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And I've had this for a good year. It's working out great. So I am noticing the pegboard to bow a little bit, but that's kind of normal. It doesn't cause any problems. It's just from if you have a heavier snake or whatever, you know, it's going to happen a little bit. But overall, it holds up well. This one too, I made out of doors. I forget what website that came from, but the only problem is it's a little short for my tubs because my doors were short. So I'm going to make that into a 34 quart rack, I think. But this video is getting long, so I'm going to cut it here. Enough rambling. Any questions or anything, hit me up, comments, subscribe, and I'll come back with another video updating my collection in a little while, maybe within the week or next. So alright, we'll see you guys later. I'm out.